Hello everyone, Pandy Knight here, and I'm sorry, like, you may be wondering why am I back over here next to the little sister? Well, thing is, when I do my recordings, I like to do it in one massive goes, and well, you know I was saying at the first, well, in part 11, no, part 12 I mean, I said that I was having issues. Well, it happened again in my whole recording. I forgot to save after the recording, so I had to redo this whole part again. But I'm pretty much back to where I was, and... Do you mind I'm speaking? No, I'm gonna... do the secret things in the room. I believe this is also something you have to touch this. Yeah. Right. It's time for Adventure of Doctor Who.
What are you?
Like, this is creepy. Oh, oops. What? Oh, I was hitting the wrong keys. Actually, hit E.
The tyrant has no family, no friends, no country, only slaves chained in his wake. To his fellows, he asks, "Of what use are you to me?" Those who love him are his subjects, for the tyrant accepts only worship or fear.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Sure. Like, she's such a hypocrite. Like, you can't even joke. You can't even deny she is.
You have to take our home.
What?
Boy, help me find this scalp.
Must hide!
That's probably in the house cleaning. Okay. So you'll remember downstairs that there was that weird... that weird thing where there was a plasmid in the room.
The tyrant looks upon the world, saying, "All of this is mine." And by force or guile, he makes it so. To the tyrant, the whole of creation is held in relative. Sun and moon revolve for him alone.
I'm not in the mood to fight it with you.
For the tyrant, even justice is whimsy. He alone is fit to weigh, to measure, and to cut.
Yeah, she's saying that I'm a cult. I'm like a cultist. When she's the one she's the one member of the bunch who call themselves the family. Like, I'm sorry, but that's pretty cultish behaviour. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
This calls everything into question. Even as I record this, I can scarcely believe. Psychiatry has been my continual study to chart consciousness in all its strata. But intelligence does not require introspection. The son of Ryan was more effective than all his self-aware rivals. He lived without questions. I could end the self and save the world.
She doesn't understand anything. Ooh, drill power too.
Thanks to new plasmid technologies being developed here at Fontaine Futuristics, anything is possible. The power of the gods is yours. All our procedures are quick, painless, and safe.
Gee, thanks, Doc.
Whoa, whoa, where you come from, friend?
Today in plasmid technology.
Ridiculous, troublesome. Oh! You trash!
Uh-huh. Sure. You trash. Please, please, use my Christian name of being sinful. Okay, let's go in here, because I don't think we went in, this. Oh yeah, I already killed the there was a big daddy in here and I killed him. I kind of got confused where I was going for a second. And, well. Sadly, they died. Oh yeah, gotta hit this. Here's some nice information for you, law. People who love law. The law, I mean.
Every time Ryan turns up the heat, I know I'm a little bit closer to beating him at his own game. But now the game's changing. Ryan's boys are coming in heavy, looking to knock down my door and take what's mine. Like this is the first time I had to dodge a bullet. They're coming to my house expecting a show, but they're gonna get a disappearing act. Say goodbye to Fontaine, and hello to Atlas.
That was a very shit accent he did. Ooh. Okay. So, any of you didn't understand what happened. So, in the first Bioshock, Atlas is Fontaine. A lot. And if you didn't know that at this point, like, if you haven't been paying attention to the series, like, why are you watching Bioshock 2? Watch Bioshock 1. Like, seriously. But, very importantly is, there's something I realised something when I was in here. I was saying it like back before my stupid game broke. In Bioshock 1 he said he didn't have a family, but look here. There's Fontaine, there's his wife, and then there's his son. I don't understand what this is about. So he lies to Jack. It means. There's probably a friend sitting there waiting for me. Or not. I hate hacking these. I got one auto hack. I gotta say, I quite like what. Like, I quite like in this game that, you know, these things just get disabled with one shock bolt. I've got no business being here anymore. And also, if you.
Each new tyrant ventured here in search of conquest, Delta. Fontaine, Ryan, and now you. But every aspiring Caesar must learn to fear the knives of his fellows. Ask yourself, what does Sinclair stand to gain in guiding you here?
What? She thinks I'm someone who. Wait, she's claiming I'm a Caesar? I'm not the one who conquered the. I'm not the one who took control of Rapture. Like, after the leader died. Or one of the leaders. Well, all the leaders, I should say. Because Fontaine and Ryan, it was their war. Yeah, here there was meant to be, like, this was open. I actually walked out earlier and it's just a little fireworks display. It's nothing major, it's a bit boring. And here's the unlucky lady who got stuck down here.
Our hope was to bond a little sister to a single protector, so she had to be expendable in case of error. As we were fabricating a father bond, we couldn't really afford to have the girl's parents asking around. So, Fontaine's orphanages provided, and the procedure was an unprecedented success. If I had only known who the child was, Eleanor, I'm so sorry.
It doesn't make a difference who the child was. Like, that's the thing mad people don't get. Onto this poor sucker. I'm assuming this is what happened. I think that's where they got the idea for the they're not called plasmids, they're called, oh, I forgot what they're called in the, you know, in Bioshock Infinite. Oh, that guy's, yeah, they don't just give.
Adam, Delta. One little jab in the arm, and even a hopeless underperformer can be Employee of the Month. Or you should know. Oh, look around. Is any of this familiar? The Rapture consumer is indebted to you, my boy. We ironed kink after kink out of our domestic plasmid line on you right here. Well, let's see if you're staying competitive. Step on up and take the spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, Fontaine Futuristics invites you to shed your skepticism, evolve your expectations, and dissolve your doubt as we unveil the revolutionary power of our home defense plasmid series. May I have a volunteer from the audience?
Oh, please, don't be shy.
Come now, don't be shy. How about you, sir? No, he's positively rigid. Yuma, at the back. Oh, come on down. Let's give it a hand, folks. Only a single volunteer? Oh, come now, gentlemen. She'll be awfully nervous up here all alone. Come on down, all of you. Oh, a rotten marvel.
Saved you, filthy cur! Dullard!
A round of applause, please, for Subject Delta and the power of plasmids.
I didn't even use a plasmid. I just bombed everything.
Oh dear, Subject Delta. It looks like you've upstaged a fellow demonstrator, and he's here to steal the show. What will Delta do now, folks?
Kill him. That's a very random. What the? Why you hurt so much?
Still a winner, Delta. The tour was never the same without you. And to think you were so spliced you couldn't stand when we stuffed you into that getup. The Fontaine family retirement plan suits you to a T, my boy.
Sure, whatever you say.
Insubordination! Severance package cancelled. Benefits rescinded.
You're being fooled. One, twice, whatever it takes.
Agnes Day.
Access granted. Welcome, Gil Alexander.
Ricochet rounds, nice.
Hello again. I must assume by now that you're willing to help end my life. In exchange, I have prepared a friendly security escort for you. Now, there's a switch in here which will allow you access to the real laboratories where what's left of me awaits you. Please, use it.
I believe this is where the game broke last time I was playing.
I'll not be toyed with.
Right? Hey! Come back, you whiny little twink!
This time, shelter.
Self-preservation!
the? Oh, this is actual shit. There's no fireworks. Are you still floating? What? No. Wait. Did I actually click? I clicked the gene bank on the other side. Oh. Why is that a thing? Also, when I was saying cult, I don't mean like Iron Mouse or anything like that. I mean, like when I'm saying family means cult. I mean, I love Treeman's like Iron Mouse and so on.
I was to be Sophia Lamb's greatest achievement, a living composite of all Rapture's genius in the body of a single man, unfettered by self-interest. Now, I am nothing more to her than a failed experiment. My scores on tests of intelligence and moral reasoning are still noteworthy, but declining sharply. She has abandoned me, and I do not have long before psychosis takes me.
Look, here's the thing, this guy's done a lot of messed up things. Is there any more little sisters in the area? Nope. The little sisters are in these areas with the big daddies. So, it's up to you if you feel like it's justified to help him or it's justified not to help him. Like, for me personally, I don't like help. I don't want to help him. I think he's better off just being left alone and go insane. Because think about it. He's a shell. He's like, well, I mean, I'm more than happy with killing him. It's just he's a shell of his former self. There's no satisfaction in paying back the guy who turned Anna into a sister in the first place. What? Oh, hi. It's Alpha Sue's Big Daddy. What the? What is this? Why is there stairs here? Or is this the way you're meant to come down normally? Like, you don't just jump down like some weirdo. I think you're actually meant to walk down. Oh no, there was a thing that's stuck here. Cool. That's neat. Now back down my hole I go.
As I recall from my time doing business with the owners, that oxyfill station out there is just a front for a kind of hidden passage leading down below. If Lamb's hiding Eleanor from you, that's where she'll be.
I'm afraid the lights in here sting my eyes terribly now. Until you arrive to deal with me, they will remain off. Please, locate the breakers and flip them, and then return here to restore power.
Alexander has agreed to accept both measures of the new utopian project. He will become a kind of genetic chimera, host to all the minds of Rapture, accessing their talents and memories via the Adam we have gathered. And, deriving in part from Project WYK, I have developed a new set of behavioral constraints. Dr. Alexander will live to promote the common good. His love and loyalty shall be spread evenly across the entire human race. For me, that is discipline at great personal cost. For him, at last, it will be instinct.
So that's the code rewriting that she was on about.
Sophia believes the perfect human altruist is just a formula, waiting on us to solve for X. Intelligence and consciousness are not the same, she argued. Awareness of self naturally becomes obsession with it. So, if we could suppress my sense of self, but imbue me with the cognitive capacity to serve the common welfare, we could thereby generate the first utopian. And then, Sophia said, at long last, utopia would follow.
Well, I'm a bit thick, I didn't realise you had to flip the switches. I mean, I saw sparking.
Sophia and I knew that to create the first true utopian would come at a high cost, my friend. We needed someone to be host to all that Adam, Rapture's finest minds. A willing subject, that is to say, myself. Whatever you may have seen inside the tank, that was indeed me. I fear the fate of Eleanor Lamb will be less physical, but no less grotesque. This tank for deep-sea life is the ideal way to dispose of me. But first, you must retrieve enough Adam-infused plant life to lure me out. The slugs feed on the stuff, and it's all I seem to want now. I have left a sample here, so you know what to look for.
I see you out there, Delta. You want to be top man? Hmm? You want to sit in the big chair? Well, come and take it.
I don't want to. Oh. Whoa! Calm down, friend.
Well, listen, son, those override keys you've been hunting are genetically encoded. And to get to Eleanor, you're gonna need one from Alex the Great in there. First things first, we gotta pin him down. Find those plants he mentioned, and lure him back out.
But yeah, as I stated before, there's... Oh my good lord. What? What?
Sophia believes the perfect human altruist is just a formula, waiting on us to... Well, that's the end of the Alpha series. The pair bond simply worked too well. That madwoman Tannenbaum bit the company hand, turning some of the bonded sisters human again. Others were lost to splicers. Either way, the trauma proved too much for the bonded protectors, resulting in unreasoning rage or coma. We can harness their suicidal aggression as foot soldiers, but no more, I'm afraid. Today I saw one kneeling near a gatherer's garden and crying.
Jesus, like this, they think what they did was God's work. There was no, like that was the most inhumane thing